Good morning, class. Today we are going to start a new chapter. It will be our second chapter, physical and chemical changes. And in this chapter, today we are going to study about physical changes, its definition, what are the characteristics of a physical change, and the examples we'll see. So, first of all, we study about physical change. So, we'll see the definition. A physical change is a change in which no new substance is formed and the chemical composition of the original substance is not altered. Altered means change. So, a physical change is a temporary change where no new substance is formed and the chemical composition remains the same. For example, dissolving common salt in water is a physical example. So, what you do is you take a glass of water, to that you add 2 teaspoons of salt and dissolve it. The salt get dissolves. Now, if you want to get back the salt, then what you need to do is you need to boil the water so that the water converts into the vapor form and it goes away, and the remaining substance that will remains at the bottom will be the salt. So you'll find the same taste of salt that you get in the solution as well as in the solid form. So this we can consider as a physical change. There is another example of physical change. Instead of salt, you can take a sugar as well. It is not easily reversed, but if you let the water evaporate, the sugar would be left in the bottom of the glass. So it is a physical change. Next, we'll see the characteristics of physical change. So the first is change is temporary. Physical change is temporary and can be reversed. No new substance is found. There is no change in the chemical composition of the original substance. There may or may not be a change in the physical properties such as state, shape, size, or color of the original substance. And the last one, no significant change in energy is involved. So these are the characteristic properties of a physical change. Let us see with the example. Say for example, the clue, we have got 3 columns: clue, example, and description. Color change. These are the evidence of physical color change. Painting a piece of paper changes from white to colored. So it's a physical change because the substance remains the same. Melting. Candle burning or melting chocolate changes from a solid to liquid and back. Matter stays the same. Phases in water. Ice vapor boiled or in a bottle, it's still water. The shape changes, cutting or breaking. Cut paper or broken glass, it's a physical change. Form changes, clay can be formed. It makes many shapes, it's still clay. So from clay you can make a different kind of vessels or equipments, but the composition remains the same. Examples: the melting of wax can be a physical change. Magnetization of iron. Magnetization of iron means, say for example, you take a piece of iron article and a magnet. You rub both the magnet and the iron. Now after rubbing for some time, just remove the iron from it. And now this iron you placed near to another iron. You'll find that the iron which was magnetized, we can say, will attract the other iron articles. After some time it loses its property, so because it's a temporary change only. Sublimation of iodine. Sublimation means the process in which a solid directly converts into a gaseous form without undergoing a liquid state. So this takes place with iodine. Iron, if it is heated, it directly converts into the gaseous form, and if you collect the gas, it will convert into the solid form. Evaporation of water, freezing of water, stretching a rubber band, breaking a piece of chalk. All these are examples of a physical change. So these are more examples: breaking glass, mixing candies, shredding paper, folding paper, melting ice, chopping wood, cutting hair, dry ice, sublimation, boiling water, and breaking egg. All these are examples of physical change. More examples: boiling of water, physical change; drying of clothes; melting of ice cream; beating of metal; glowing of wool; cutting of fruits. All these are examples of physical change. Today's assignment number 8, define a physical change. Question number 2, mention any 3 characteristics of physical change. And question number 4, give 5 examples of a physical change. And lastly, the dissolution of common salt in water is a physical change. Explain it how. Complete this assignment and send it in my mail.